say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great to hear Skylar Cole singing the national anthem before today's contest. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. Brian Anderson here, with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Evan Mobley.
Through the last 10 games, we've seen his rebounding numbers start to slide. He's not being as aggressive on the glass, not like he was earlier on in the season. He needs to get that fire back.
Here are the five for the Cavaliers. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Wade in at the small forward position. And for the 76ers, Oubre is at the 2 with George playing the 3. Then there's Caleb Martin. Then it's Maxey. And it's Yabusele in at the center. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Now here's Garland. Here's Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
It's George on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Garland. Allen outside. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. It's hauled in by Oubre. And the 76ers with possession. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
And that one good.
Despite being only about 6'1", Garland is a terrific finisher in the paint, even with the defense all in his space.
Now here's Oubre. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. For 3, Maxey drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Drills it from deep. George has got 5 now.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
Allen with a screen on Maxey. Maxey against Garland. Pass to Mobley. And here's Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Oubre. And it's Mitchell. The miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Martin outside. Maxey against Garland. Out to Oubre. Now Martin. George, right side. No good on the 3. The Cavs trailing. Pass to Mitchell. Wing shot on the way. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Richard, no doubt about the upside of Evan Mobley. What's his best position, you think, though?
Defensively, he can guard 1 through 5. He is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every single year. But offensively, unless he improves his three-point shot, he is most likely going to be more of a 5. If he wants to play the 4, he's got to be able to stretch it from 3.
LeVert's checked in for Cleveland. Our 2K leaderboard highlighting the NBA's assist leaders over the last month. The Cavaliers second.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Pass to George. Back to Maxey. It's stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers on the break.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. And guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense. B.A.?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And here are the Cavaliers now. Outside Garland. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Yeah, great job by George. Now, part of what makes him such a great wing is his crazy ability off the bounce.
1:56 left in the first. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. The rebound by Maxey.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Oubre can't hit.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Oubre. Mitchell misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
And Maxey, here we go. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey. One shot.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
Up top, Gordon. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for 2, Eric Gordon.
Shoot 2.
And he drops the first. Doughton's checked in for the Sixers. Both free throws good from Gordon. The Cavaliers trail by 5. LeVert with the ball. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Niang a screen. Launches a three. LeVert, that's good. LeVert's got 5. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. The Cavs beat them last time when they met in Cleveland.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively, try to get some closer looks.
We've got Maxey, and it's Council in at the power forward spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Jerome passes to Allen. Allen a screen. And he's going for the oop here. To the paint. Whoa! Oh, my goodness! Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. And it's Maxey missing. Cavaliers trail by 3. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And he knocks down the first one. Wade, he's checked in for Niang. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Buries it from 3. Gordon's got 5 now.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
Here's Jerome. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
If you see yourself on the screen, you know what to do. Challenge to move.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in. Taking a look at the last 10 games. Here are the players who have been flat out dominant scoring the ball and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. Tyrese Maxey is second.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
And Cleveland has possession. Trailing by 4. Pass to LeVert. Here's Wade. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
And that one misses. Good on the second one.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
The Sixers lead by 3. And Maxey, here we go. Out to Gordon. To the middle. Cavaliers. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Pass to Jerome. Here's Wade. They set a pick. 5 on the clock. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Maxey on the wing. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Garland looking around. Pass to Jerome. Here's the floater. Good work defensively by Oubre. The Sixers lead by 5. Oubre on the wing. Gordon outside. Knocks down the long J. Gordon's got 8.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Allen outside. LeVert with the ball. Allen outside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
The size and strength of Allen is sometimes overwhelming for defenses, even when they try to rough him up.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jared Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Philadelphia, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And Cleveland making a change here. Niang's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Cavaliers trail by 6. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Looking at our 2K leaderboard, these teams have been absolutely fantastic hitting the offensive boards. Fifth, the Cavaliers.
Their physicality underneath has been generating a lot of second chance opportunities. We'll see if they can maintain that level of intensity.
A minute 50 left in the second period. Pass to Garland. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
This man has a real crafty handle. Garland, I bet he surprises himself sometimes with his moves.
Here's Doughton. Still without a bucket. It's George on the wing. Fires in the triple. And the 76ers lead by 7.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Oubre. We've got one of...
Oh, my goodness!
How
Wow.
about that?
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Niang outside. Back to Garland. A little mid-range shot is up. Rebound by the 76ers. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Here's George. Back to Martin. Shot clock at 6. 19-footer. And it's Niang with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell against Oubre. Lets it go. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Mitchell's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
I think for the Cavaliers, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
Oh, okay. That wasn't scary.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And Philadelphia has possession, setting the floor for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Wade in at the 3. Here's Yabusele. Inside. And here is Maxey. Missed inside. And in Garland. We're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers, leading by 5. And it's Maxey missing. The Cavaliers shooting really well in this matchup, 62% from the floor. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell just exploding to the rim.
Ooh, like an artist getting creative in the air. He can finish above the rim in a lot of ways, and they're all fun.
Maxey passes to Martin. Back to Maxey. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Now on the court is your high squad. Get loud. Love hearing. All right, fans, if you want a t-shirt, then we need you. The men with the
And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. Jared Allen on top.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Now here's George. He's got 10. Hits the three-pointer. George has got 13.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
Mobley passes to Garland. Mobley on a screen. From 13, Garland no good.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Cavaliers trail by 6. Outside Garland. Mobley outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Martin.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Gordon, he's checked in for the Sixers.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Mobley. And Grant for the Cavs to take that next step in terms of contending. What do you think has to happen?
Well, number one, enhancing their ability to put pressure on the rim. When you look at their rate of free throws and offensive rebounds, there is big room for improvement.
For 3, George, and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Garland, the pass to Wade. On the wing, Mitchell. They set the pick. Lets it fly. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now here's Mitchell. 10 points for him. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia leading by 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
A natural scorer who plays with a lot of energy. Maxey, he's going to have a long career.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
That free throw's good for Maxey.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Cleveland. And that's good as he hits both shots.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the third quarter. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Allen can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Yabusele. Over Allen. Pass to Oubre. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
And so Oubre nails them both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Outside Garland. Top of the key. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Mitchell's got 12 points. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Council, he's checked in for Oubre. Niang, he's checked in for the Cavs. Jerome comes in for Garland. .114 left in the third quarter. Here's Doughton. No points so far. George outside from behind the arc. LeVert with a rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Niang, the pass to Mitchell. Up and over Gordon. Mitchell misses. Philadelphia's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Now George. He's got 18. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. George has got 11 in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw is good for Mitchell.
Mitchell just continues to improve every season, and now he's one of the game's elite players.
Wade, he's checked in for Niang. Both free throws good for Mitchell.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. George with it. He's got 21. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 12. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Eric Gordon, and it's Council in at the 4-man position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Pass to Jerome. Niang, right side. And he banks in the layup. Niang's got his first 2 points of the night.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Gordon, and the shot goes down. And the 76ers lead by 12.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
The drive by Garland. Niang outside. Pass to LeVert. Here's Jerome. Sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
Here's Doughton. Uses the glass on the layup. Doughton's got his first points of the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Jerome passes to Garland. Now Niang. Out left to the wing. Here's Jerome. Back to Niang. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Pass to Council. Here's Doughton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
That one's off. Nance, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Oubre comes in for Council. And no luck that time either. Cavaliers trail by 9. Mobley with it, checked by Gordon. Here's Jerome. 2 points. That one goes. Jerome's got 5 points in the quarter.
A big man that dishes, something Mobley does very well.
So it's Philadelphia now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And here's Mitchell. Allen a screen, launches it. Nance pulls down the board. Philadelphia leading by 7. Pass to Maxey. Oh, rejected by Allen.
Allen with the range and the length to block shots anywhere on the floor.
Wade misses. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Up top, Nance. The kick out to Maxey. Baseline try. Good as the jump shot falls. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Mitchell. Grown man points from Donovan Mitchell.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
All right, fans, it's halftime. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Garland's checked in for the Cavaliers. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's George. Yabusele, hook that.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Goes back up. Oh, Mitchell gets it done inside.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. Literally practice that every day.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point game here. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Now Mitchell, down low. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And this is why you feed the big fella Allen on the inside. With his size, he is a major threat anywhere around that hoop.
Oubre with it. A minute 22 left in the final quarter. Martin outside. Pass to Oubre. Back to Martin. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Now here's Mitchell. Outside Garland. And it's off from 3-point range. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. For 3, Maxey, offensive board.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others, a great skill to have.
34 seconds left to play in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
At the line for Philadelphia, Kelly Oubre Jr. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Cleveland calls timeout. They're behind by 6. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Let's hear it for your 76ers youth dance team.
Allen finds Mobley. From deep, Mitchell. That one no good. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 2, Caleb Martin.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Cleveland calls timeout. They're down by 8. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
.15 seconds left in the final quarter. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Philadelphia. They held a 12-point lead earlier. So this one belongs to the 76ers. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
PG, you just looked confident out there. How were you able to be so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. Within our offense, the keys to move. My teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. I just gotta, stay within the offense.
You have to make that defense work. Wear them out. Thanks, PG.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Paul George.